Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the greatest show on earth, the Two Cubes Podcast. Like and subscribe.
I don't know what they mean, Chris. If you're not following the Two Cubes Podcast, you're doing nothing but fucking up.
That's exactly what I was about to say, Joe. You spit a lot when you talk.
Yeah, I know.
My dumps have been weird all day.
I gotta be honest with you, it sounds like it's gonna be the worst thing I've ever had, but I'll do it.
I don't think it'll be the
What
worst.
exactly is it?
Get it.
Jalapeno.
Mango jalapeno tequila.
Ugh, in a plastic bottle. All right.
Well, that was just to save dollars.
Are we doing? Are we doing it on the air or
I don't care.
show?
We can. I mean, I technically heard from it. I heard about it on a different podcast, so I don't know if that's the best.
All right. Well, cheers. Here we go.
Cheerio.
Can't. It's such a tiny bottle. I can't like twist.
Yeah, I can't twist the little cap.
Grab it.
I know. I wish it was cold. That'd be nice.
Cheers. Yeah. That would be great. All
If
right.
I had some foresight, I would have done that.
All right.
All right.
Bottoms up. Oh, what a way to start the show.
I actually like the jalapeno kick.
Yeah, if it was cold, it would have been nice. I would have liked that over ice.
And
Hey.
you make a good point. In a glass would have been nice.
Yes. Welcome back to the Two Cubes Podcast.
Oh, you're here. Hi, how you doing?
Are they, though?
I mean,
We never know. We get a lot of false alarms at the beginning of the show.
I know.
Your boy Chris is hurt this episode. I was busy in the gym getting huge, and I tweaked it a little bit. Tweaked my lower back.
It's okay. Later in the episode, we have a surprise for him. We're going to throw hot water on him and see if he moves faster then.
I won't. I'll just lay here and scream. It would be nice if you poured a little on my back, though. That would probably loosen me up a little bit.
Really hot.
Can we get confirmation from our guy Jack over there in the booth? Are we live right now?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
Oh, yeah. We're going.
Sometimes you're just testing out the audio or something, and it's
No, we're on. We're live. It's Labor Day.
1996, and
1996. And I am 4.5 years old. And
again,
yeah,
somehow.
Yeah, I feel invigorated. My back feels great because 4.5-year-old backs, they feel great.
Ah, man, I somehow went forward in time, and I'm in my mid-40s. I didn't go that forward. I mean, let's not get crazy. Yeah, my back's tore up. I didn't even do, like, if you're gonna hurt yourself, you want to do it doing something cool. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You want it to be like
That or something really lame, like I sneezed too hard.
I mean, that's essentially what this was. I was just like putting a weight back on the rack. Nothing happened. Like no weird movement, nothing. And it just went, and here I am. But I'm still here.
Yes.
This is like the Jordan flu game.
We're super happy to see you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thanks.
big fan. And he was here on time today, actually, early. In fact,
Yeah, I blew it.
Oh, it's okay, but he was here early. We're gonna have to call Scott.
Yeah.
Let him know.
We got to give him a new shirt.
No, let's not do that. Never mind.
We got to get him a new shirt.
Yeah, I got to get a new shirt, too. I got vodka
Yes.
sauce all over my shirt. I'm a mess
Well,
today.
He was
ladies
saying
and
the
gentlemen.
tardy shirt.
Oh, yeah. I forgot
You
about
should
that.
get one that has like a tally you could add to how many times you have been on
There you go.
time.
I think that's just any shirt, and with a Sharpie, we could just.
Yeah, that's true.
Today you're.
I'm always the
timely.
late one. I'm always the late one.
well,
But
it
I
does
think
help
that's
live
on
here.
brand. I think that's a very Cuban, stereotype is to be late for things.
You know, I was watching a show about Cuba yesterday. It's called Mafia Spies. and I don't think that came up.
I thought you were going to say I was just watching an MLB game. It's just-
No, they were all on time for that too. But I don't know if. Yeah, it's all about killing Castro. I only watched
Cool.
the first couple episodes. It's pretty wild. It's about Eisenhower trying to hire the mob to
do they
kill
discuss?
Castro.
Do they discuss the exploding cigar at all?
They bring up that they went with that idea, but
Who's in this? Anybody I know? This looks pretty
yeah.
cool.
It's pretty good. It's on Paramount Plus. It just came out.
I would play the trailer, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
it's all right. No,
we'll get whacked.
It's pretty. It was pretty all right. The first 10 minutes sucked, and I was like, "Oh fuck, this is gonna be horrible."
Oh, look
And
at the
then it
hair on
picked
these
up.
broads.
Well, it's all about the 50s, so it's,
Yeah, I know the crazy poofy movie star hair that they had back then.
yeah, would
Yeah.
you pay money to never see a movie trailer ever again unless you signed off on it? Because you know how you watch on TV, you're like, "Fuck, dude, this goes so good," and then you watch the minute, and you're like, "Oh, I know what happened, so why would I?" Go
Yeah,
see it?"
yeah. A lot of movie trailers do ruin the
Well,
movie.
I wish Next Level Chef before the episode starts, they show you the whole episode.
Yeah, you're like, "Oh,
It's
that guy's
unbelievable. I
out."
literally leave the room. I'm like, Sam, tell me when it's over. I don't.
It's really dumb.
I hate it.
I
I'm
would,
like,
I would pay money to never see trailers or spoilers.
well, I like watching movie trailers if they're just kind
like
of
a
vague
trailer,
and
too.
they don't give it away.
Well,
Yeah, it shouldn't be
but-
any longer than 30 seconds. It should be a quick.
A trailer's good when you click on it. I'm saying you walk into the room and the trailer's already on because you're watching the game.
Yeah, yeah,
Fuck, dude.
I don't know. I don't run into.
I don't
this
need to see
scenario
Bad
often.
Boys because I know what happens. You know what I mean?
yeah. And it's especially bad when there's a surprise at the end. There's a cameo from an actor that you weren't expecting to be in the movie or something, and then they just show it in the preview.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like, oh
like-
well, now it's not a surprise anymore. Yeah.
Because
I guess.
I heard Deadpool.
I haven't seen it yet. We're
I
not.
haven't-
Deadpool's got
either.
40 cameos.
Yeah,
I
we're not
haven't
doing
either.
it.
I have
Yeah.
not. But I heard that he tried to put it out as another movie. It was going to be called
You
Like-
can't say
Angry Cop or something.
it.
And it was just going to be about this angry cop, and then you go sit down, and then Deadpool 3 plays.
Oh, that would be brilliant.
But
Yeah, I
they
think
could've-
I
they
think
could've got
I
him
think
to
I
sign
saw
off
that
on it.
interview where he was talking
Yeah,
about
it
it.
was on Hot Ones.
Yeah,
Oh,
then they were
okay,
like,
yeah,
they were
yeah.
essentially I think the studio was like, we would have the shittiest opening weekend ever.
Yeah,
Like,
they cannot do that. But
Yeah.
they wouldn't because you have the real
Yeah,
fans
people would
that,
people would talk.
that go to
Yeah.
movie theaters.
yeah, definitely people would find out, but I think by the time everybody found out and then got their ticket and went to go see it, it would be
I
like
think it
the
would take-
following weekend. You
I
know what
think
I
it would take an hour and a half.
yeah. All
You know,
right.
with Twitter nowadays, I think
True, you're
for
right.
that they'd be like, by the way, I think we should try it with a movie that does come out that does terrible, and just be like, by the way, guys, this is totally the new Marvel movie.
Oh, that's a great idea. That is so
And
great.
See how it spreads.
Yeah, they'll
Like,
get that.
you
They'll
guys
get that
should go watch
they'll get that
Cats 2.
5 listener bump.
You guys should go watch Cats 2 because it's actually a Marvel movie. They snuck Thanos in. It's pretty nuts.
It's pretty awesome. But people are like, people will be like, hey, you know, on Monday they'll be like, hey, you want to go see the new Deadpool movie on Friday? And people are like, yeah, okay, but if you don't know that it's the new Deadpool movie, nobody's gonna make that plan. It's gonna kill the opening weekend. But then everybody finds out on Friday or Saturday that it's really the new Deadpool movie, and then you're like, hey, dude, you want to go see it next Friday, or you want to go see it on, you know what I mean? And then
it
it's
becomes
like,
a real fan thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would have been brilliant. I think they should have done it, but I can see how the JOs in the studio, the execs would be like, no, we
like
can't
shit
do
like
that.
that.
Yeah. Hopefully one day Ryan Reynolds just has his own producing
Yeah, I mean,
studio. And
He probably does. They all have their own fucking production company. Every successful actor does, right?
I think he's doing everything else though, because he does.
Yeah, he's running a soccer
the
team.
mobile, the soccer
liquor,
team, the liquors.
You know.
I will
Yeah.
say my favorite Marvel movie of all time is Logan.
Logan was good.
That was good. I really did like that
I
one.
don't know if
Really
it's my
should,
favorite,
like-
but it was good.
It's an homage to Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a great comic series. Go out there and read it.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on everybody
you
who
can
wrote it.
read.
I think it's Mark Millar. It could be wrong.
Damn, this guy's really.
Which guy? The mafia spies
Nah,
guy?
that was a deep cut.
Oh no, yeah, no.
I was trying to think of the artist too. I think the artist is Steve McNiven, if I'm not mistaken.
There you go.
But it's beautiful to look at. Great comic. It
Yeah,
was a huge hit. That's why they made Logan, because
I've
the
always
comic
liked-
was such a hit.
Yeah, I've always liked Wolverine. The obviously the Origins movie sucked, but
Yeah, you're on point.
but other than that, the character is awesome.
What,
I don't
Wolverine?
remember. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, Wolverine's one of the greatest characters ever. Everybody always jokes around. They're like, Wolverine's the easiest character to write because, like, he's been around for, like, 300
Yeah,
years
he's
or
been around
something.
forever.
And, like,
A lot of them
he's
have.
just a cool character. Like, you just put him in any situation and it's cool,
yeah. I guess, but
I just like
You know?
his like story of like being made, And
Yeah.
then, like that's how they brought it into Logan, because they were supposed to do like a whole nother movie set with just that little girl, because that's a whole part of the comic
yeah,
book
that
set.
was.
But
Yeah.
they never followed through with it. But that shit would have ripped. That would have
yeah,
been just as good as Spider-Man.
X23 or X22
Yeah.
or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck her name is.
It would have been just as good as fucking the new Spider-Mans.
The new Spider-Mans really they just get all the credit because everything else is in them. They're
Well, what else
okay.
was happening at that time
Yeah.
too? Think about it. They
He's
s-
very
they
likable
just
as Peter
finished-
Parker. I like him as Peter Parker. He's
Tom Holland? Yeah, again, they're good, but they're mostly carried by,
Is he your favorite Spider-Man though? Come on, dude.
He might be. I mean, who is
Could be.
better?
Tobey Maguire is just so.
I hated the Tobey
Comforting.
Maguire Spider-Mans.
Well-
The only one that was good was the second one. The third one, the first one was like okay. It was like really cornball, but it was like okay. I was just so
Macho Man
excited.
Randy Savage.
I was 15 years old and I was just excited that that Spider-Man was in a movie. Like I was just like, whoa, like this is pretty cool. I think I was 15. I could have been 14. I don't know. I don't remember. But
Yeah, Macho Man was in it. I mean, that makes it cool.
yeah, that's
altogether.
awesome. But the second one was good. The second one I think was actually a good movie, and then the third one was maybe one of the worst movies I've ever seen in
It's
my
the
life.
second. The second one's the one with Doc Ock, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good one.
The third one is so embarrassingly bad. Like it's
Well, yeah.
so terrible.
Well, and even the Amazing Spider-Mans were good. They didn't really.
I never
with
saw the
people.
second one with Jamie Foxx, but I heard it was dog shit. I heard it was really bad.
Again, it was all right. It was good.
Yeah.
But, it was.
That was like the one Spider-Man
It's
movie
well
I missed.
acted.
Honestly, the best Spider-Man movies are the animated ones. The
Yeah, I know.
Into the
Would
Would you say
Spider-Verse
the Venom
and
movies are better than the Spider-Man movies?
no, the Venom movies are terrible.
Yeah,
But they're not
I
even
like the-
considered part of the Spider-Man universe. They're
I
not
know, I
canon.
was just
so
trying to compare, like.
Yeah.
I only saw the first Venom movie, but I hated it.
I saw the first one. I didn't hate it, but I wasn't like, oh man, this is awesome. I was excited for Carnage in the second one, and I never went and saw it.
Yeah, I never saw it either. Dude, the funniest part about Spider-Man 3 is the very beginning. They show the Sandman. He like just robbed a bank, and he's he's not the Sandman yet, and he's running away from the police, and it says like Brooklyn, like 1995 or something at the bottom of the screen, and he's running away from the police, and he runs down an alleyway, and he like throws the bag of money like over a fence, and then he hops the fence, and he lands, and he runs like 10 feet. And he falls into a pit, and you find out it's a molecular testing facility, like in down an alleyway in Brooklyn, and the only security they have is just one fence going around it, and then they show inside the laboratory of this molecular underground testing facility in Brooklyn, and it's like a bunch of Victoria's Secret models running the fuck. I'm like in the opening 5 minutes, I'm like, what is this bullshit? What the fuck am I watching right now? This is ridiculous. Like, it's insane. And and then they turn the machine on and it like scrambles his atoms and makes him like Sandman or whatever. But it was like you couldn't have. Who wrote this? It's like a fucking
you bring up
12-year-old wrote this.
A good couple points here. I guess if you could be any existing superhero, I guess who would it be? I mean, you could pick the comic version or a movie version, I guess, if you want.
Oh well, I mean, Jesus Christ, Joe, that's
Oh well, I know it's a loaded
such
question.
a
and
heavy
there's
question. Yeah.
Tons of awesome answers. But like, you also get the bad with.
I
the
mean,
good.
am I going most powerful? I mean, what am I
No,
doing here, man?
Which one would be? Because like, obviously there's part of you that goes, "How about Lobo?" But like, also then you're tormented for all of eternity. But
Honestly-
you're also like this badass.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna
loose
be.
cannon.
I've never been a huge DC guy. I don't know much about. I know what he looks like.
Oh.
I know he's like a badass kind of. He rides a motorcycle.
He like.
But what the hell's his superpower? I,
think
don't know what he does.
He like controls all the chains. He's like
He controls
one of-
chains.
he's kind of like if Ghost Rider. So he like killed the
He's
devil or
Alice in
something.
Chains, the comic character.
No, he like killed the devil or something. So he has all the powers of the devil, and he's immortal and has like I don't remember all. He's really cool. He has some really cool shit.
Super yoked. Yeah, I don't know. I never read DC. I think isn't he from like another fucking dimension or something?
Yeah. You could probably look up Lobo powers.
I mean, if you're going like
his whole backstory is wild and he's tormented, but he's awesome.
I wouldn't want to go like godlike powers because if Watchmen taught me anything, Dr. Manhattan, he's detached from humanity and he like wants to leave the planet. You just gotta go like I would just go like Superman. You know what I mean? Like I would just go.
So he can survive unaided in a vacuum of space, superhuman strength, varies from writer to writer. Lobo has shown strength sufficient enough to knock out Superman with his blows
damn.
without too much apparent effort.
You can knock him down with a blow, huh?
But
Did
at
he take on
times
the
is
Hulk?
barely able to pick up cars.
Well, they're in different universes, Jack.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. It's hard to compare Marvel
Like, I don't know
versus
if I'd wanna be-
DC. They're
Like Superman would be awesome to be,
yeah.
but like I don't know if I want to
He's not the coolest
like
though.
live his life. Yeah, like, I
Yeah.
don't know if I want to like Iron Man's pretty cool.
Yeah,
how
Iron
he
Man's pretty cool, but
lives.
he doesn't really have any superpowers. He's just
I
got a
get it,
six
but
suit.
like how he lives is pretty cool.
Yeah, he's got like superhuman intellect, I guess.
yeah.
You could be Mr. Fantastic and make
Captain America's pretty cool.
I would definitely want to be Batman, but I'd take Wolverine.
No,
just so
I
I
would
could
never
live
want to be
forever.
Batman.
yeah. Well, I mean, if
Fucking
we're going
Batman's
superhero,
sucks.
So
Batman's got
the
no.
best.
He's not a superhero though. He's just a
I know
caped
that's
crusader.
the thing is like you could just take a knife and then die. So
Yeah.
I would, like,
So I
why
mean, that
not-
makes him cooler, but
so
like,
then
would I
would
want
go to
that?
Wolverine.
Yeah.
So then I would be Wolverine.
Wolverine's pretty cool.
Wolverine, Deadpool's cool.
But dude, I can't give up the power of flight. I feel like you would just be dumb if you give up the power. If you have the opportunity to like be able to fly or some shit and you pass it up, like what are you doing, man?
The coolest
Haven't you ever been a
gadgets-
child? Haven't you ever dreamed?
Yeah. I mean, and some things are like, hey, if you were, Professor X before when he could walk,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to read minds, but if I could do it at my will, that'd be pretty cool.
I'll take Magneto. That's pretty cool. He could fly.
Well, he
He
can fly just because he just moves something metal underneath him.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, he
That's all he
flies
does.
regardless. I think he just flies by himself. I don't know. I don't know how they explain that in the books, but he's always
Yeah, I think he
floating
just
around.
always has like metal underneath him.
Yeah.
And just brings. It's like, okay, cool. We'll float.
Ugh. I don't know.
Shazam's cool.
Shazam's a kid that turns into a different person or something.
Yeah, but he becomes like magical Superman.
Okay, so maybe he's essentially Superman, right?
Yeah, basically. But he also gets to be a 13-year-old kid when he wants to be.
But you wouldn't be turning into a 13-year-old kid. And why would you want to turn back into a 13-year-old kid?
I mean, it wouldn't be so bad.
Joe just gives up his current life to go back to being a 13-year-old kid or a superhero.
Yeah. He gets to say, I guess it's Shazam. I was to say Shablagoo, I think it is, but no.
Dude, the
that's-
drawing of
that's from,
the drawing
South
of Shazam over on the right there with the white
That's-
cape on.
that-
It looks like
yeah.
you back in the day when you had short hair.
Yeah,
The face kind of looks like it.
Yeah, I think that's from like an old TV show.
I think that's an Alex Ross painting, actually. But I don't want to get too.
I don't know.
Is he gonna have another poll?
Well, let's find out.
Believe me, trust me, I'm right. It's an Alex Ross painting of Shazam.
There's no
Don't fuck with my knowledge, man. All right. Look, it says right there underneath the picture.
Captain Marvel as depicted in Shazam.
Art by
Oh,
Alex
oh,
Ross.
Art
Come
by
on.
Alex Ross.
This guy is unbelievable.
He's a legend. Alex Ross is incredible.
No, I'm saying you with your polls.
I'm saying he's as far as comic book artists go, he's probably the most famous comic book artist maybe ever.
My neighbor growing up, she was one of the comic book drawers for Spider-Man.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
What was her name? There's so many of them. That's the thing. Is like
Jackie Green.
Jackie Green.
Yeah, she was
Look it up.
involved. I think she like started drawing and then she like got more into the publishing part of it. But
Cool,
like,
dude. I was. I mean, I'm still a nerd, but when I was younger, I fucking ate this shit up. I read libraries of comic books. Everybody else was into wrestling and Power Rangers. I was crushing comic books.
I've always been interested in comics and all their backstories, but due to me being terrible at reading, I didn't read them. So, what I've had is my friend Chellis just kind of tell me about all the superheroes.
That's
and what
her?
they do.
I don't know. I'm looking.
Did you type in like Jackie Green art or something?
Yeah,
Jackie
I
Green
mean, she's
comic
a very
art?
Old woman. She like is still around, but
Cool. That's fucking awesome, man.
That is cool.
Click on images. Yeah.
Yeah, here we
I think stick art on there and you'll probably get.
Yeah,
Oh, so she's like super old school. That's sick, man. A female comic artist, that's like very rare, especially an old school one.
Wow, that's cool.
Listeners, I don't know if you knew this, but comic books aren't as popular with the ladies. So if you're into comic books, if you're into comic books, and you're trying to get laid. Maybe keep it
It's that Comic Con.
keep it a secret for just a little while, unless
Comic Con's big now.
That's true. It's true. Yeah.
It's becoming more mainstream.
Well, now that they've moved into the movie universe, into the movie realm, now that I think it's become both genders are game.
I think the women are more into the anime side, from my experience.
But I'll tell you, as a guy who used to go to comic conventions when I was a kid, you show up, there was maybe 2 girls there, and they were always girlfriends or wives of the comic artists or writers that were at the...
Yeah, I don't think that's the case anymore.
No, not the case at all.
No, in fact,
Comic Con
it might
in the
be
city
more
is
women.
insane.
Yeah.
I used to like going to Comic Con in the city, but it's just they let too many people in, man. They sell too many tickets.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
And you can't even move in there.
Non-nerds in.
It's
There should
not
be
fun.
a quiz to get in.
There should be. There absolutely
You
should
have
be.
to pass a quiz.
There kind of is like a quiz at the beginning because they're trying to judge what's the more popular.
I think that's a survey.
Yeah, it's more of a survey, but you're right. It's not a quiz, but they ask you what you're interested in seeing and specifically what artists or what panels or what fucking events or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
It's a survey. That doesn't really
But
help.
you can't buy the ticket until you fill out the survey. The survey is important.
I didn't realize that. But
Yeah, it's weird. It's they make you fill out the survey before you buy the ticket. It's okay, now you're eligible to buy a ticket when they go on sale. So you fill out the survey, and then a month later they'll be they're on sale. Did you fill out your survey yet? Okay, then you can buy one.
So with cosplayers, do you think it's more female now or more male?
I don't know. I'd say 50-50 split.
Because that could be the #1 girl hobby.
Cosplaying.
They're
There is
big
a
into
very
cosplay.
specific type of girl that likes to cosplay, though.
That's true. but
I have never cosplayed. I do
It's the
enjoy
most hobby
watching
I've
other
ever
people
seen.
do it, but I'm
it's
I'm
super
good.
cool. Some of the
It's people go absolutely crazy since the advent of the fucking of the 3D printer. It's insane.
It's really
people,
cool. Some of the stuff people pull off.
They look exactly like the characters in the video game or the comic or the movie.
Are you watching this? Are you seeing this? Because it's the Two Cubes podcast, just even lesser. You can watch the whole damn thing, the whole damn show on YouTube right now. Anytime. Subscribe, follow, do whatever the hell you're supposed to do.
The price is free.
Swipe right on correctness.
It's bananas.
Over 5 million cosplayers in America.
It's nuts.
That's
I know a guy that's I don't know if it's his entire job, but it appears to be his entire job. I'll shout him out. His name is Elvis Valentine, and he has an Instagram page and shit. And it appears that that's just what he does. His entire basement is a workshop, and he just makes cosplay shit for people. He has
Valentine.
giant 3D printers, and Yeah, in his basement and stuff, and he makes shit for people. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's again, it's a big thing now. It's really cool, and some of the people what they do with like the LED lights and stuff,
Yeah,
really is insane.
I don't know how it works. Like I haven't talked to him in a while. I used to be buddies with him back in high school. Obviously, we were like the only two comic nerds in the school. And yeah, but I think like you could just like put in an order and like tell him what you want, and he'll like make shit for you. I don't know if this is him. This doesn't look like his page, but it's a pretty I feel like it's a pretty unique name. His name is Elvis Valentine. Like it sounds like a fucking fake name.
It does sound like a fake name, but it also sounds like a name that someone might use for.
Yeah,
cosplay.
there are a lot of people out
What's
there
his
named
page?
Elvis,
Do you have his
surprisingly. But
page?
what's up?
Do you have his like? Do you know what his page is?
No, not offhand, but
Is it Elvis the Alien?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Maybe just hit photos. We might just find it on there.
Let's see. Let me go to my Jean Benet Gramsci, and I'll tell you in a second.
These are all Elvis cosplays. So
Damn it! I hate when people send me something at the worst possible time. Hold on. Like right when I go to hit the top of the search bar, like a text pops up, and then I'm like, "Oh, okay." His page is just called SIVL 32. SIVL 32. All nothing capped, nothing, no spaces.
but that that knew it was a cosplay thing.
Yeah, he does crazy stuff. if you ever found out I was pulling this up, he would probably be like mortified, but he makes cool shit.
Well,
I
yeah,
see it all the
maybe-
time.
You know, maybe.
That's not him either. What the hell?
Well, this is follow.
Did you put
suit.
the SIVL? Is it in there? Yeah, it's in there. That's so weird. I wonder why it's not popping up.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe it is 132 and it's not L.
Ah.
Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun,
don't know. This
dun,
search
dun.
seems to not be helping us much at all.
Did you ever watch the show Home Improvement
Yeah.
when you were younger?
With Tim Allen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The I had a buddy that got like that like was like trying to fall asleep one night, and apparently like the person who lived in the apartment like next to him or the dorm next to him or something just left the Home Improvement DVD screen on all night, and it was just on like max volume, and it was just like dun 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 over and over and over again for like hours.
Okay.
He's like, it drove me to insanity.
Yeah. See, I would probably sleep well to that.
I know you would.
I'd probably enjoy that.
I
Like,
think a couple episodes we talked about how you listen to the
Yeah.
TV at like full volume when you're trying to
I
listen to
would, like,
anti-smoking.
ask my neighbor, hey,
fucking-
can I get that DVD?
What'd you say? You listen to anti-smoking hypnotist
Yeah.
video or tapes or something
Yeah,
when
it
you were
was
getting like
CD,
record?
yeah.
Yeah, CD.
It was a CD of an anti-smoking hypnotist. I would listen to it. Never smoked a cigarette. Still haven't. So I don't know.
Yeah, man, that's pretty amazing. Me, even as a person, I would never say that I like was a smoker, but like, yeah, I've had a cigarette from time to time. You know what I mean? Maybe if I did that, I would have said nay.
I smoked cigarettes for like a summer.
Yeah. how old were you?
19, 20.
Okay, all right.
Was that the crew you were hanging out with, or you just were like, I'm gonna start smoking cigs?
No, it was weird because like I would just like 19 and my little brother's like 17. And I'm like hiding cigarettes from everyone, including him. And then, like I'm in the car. Just,
Hiding them from him like he wanted to smoke them.
no, like trying to be like a good older brother.
Aw, Jack.
Trying to be a good role model.
That's nice.
So
I
like,
like
I'm just
that.
a weird guy behind a bush trying to smoke cigarette. It's like not even smoking weed, dude.
Just
We
back
smoke
there
weed.
with the flashers and the weirdos.
Just like crouch behind like a bush. Like
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really say I was a great role model. But, I never smoked cigarettes.
I don't think anybody can say that of me.
I never smoked cigarettes. Of course, my sister did. So didn't.
Yeah, she was a
Well,
smoker
they-
for a while.
When Joe has an idea, he gets it done. Like
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
like that's a really good role model quality. Like, if
I'd
you,
say so.
I guess.
like you like super creative. You're like, oh, dude, what if you just did this and that, and then it just is the dopest thing ever. Like he brings the chair on the raft down. You're like he had that idea and it worked.
Yeah, you do have balls of steel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about willingness to try.
And I was like, dude, there's
more than-
no way the rocking chair is gonna fit in the boat. And you're like, no, it'll fit. It'll fit. And sure enough, like a glove, like it
did
was
fit.
built for the boat.
was very nice. I'm gonna have to get another rocking chair for next season, but
Yeah, you did whip that one into a 10-foot tall bonfire.
it was its time.
What else is in your notepad? Your magical notepad?
Ah,
You know I love digging into the notepad. You know, and I was also thinking it's been a while since we wrote an email to our guy Macklemore.
ooh, you're right. We haven't tried to
Right?
reach
It's
Mac.
been a minute. It's been a minute. And
Let's read him a bedtime story this time.
I just kind of want to let him know that I was thinking about him today. You know? That, like, the deals at the thrift shop just, I don't know. They weren't doing it for me, you know?
What's the most overhyped place you've ever traveled to?
Huh. The most overhyped place.
You got all excited. It doesn't have to be like a. You had to go on a
Do you
plane.
have one in mind? Well, I'm thinking of mine.
There's been plenty of bars that people told me like, "Hey, this is gonna be the best place on earth," and I get inside and it's like super loud and it sucks assholes and it's like Whiskey Priest and it's
Yeah.
But I can't think of like a vacation place that I did that in.
I want to say when I was a kid, Disney World was the shit. And then when I went back as an adult, I was like, definitely not as cool as I remembered it.
Oh, I did Disney pretty good as an adult.
Yeah, but then I realized that there's a lot about Disney World that's like for adults that you don't appreciate when you're a kid because you're not allowed in, or like, you know, it's like drinking and stuff, which you're not, you know. So I don't know. That's not like the best answer. But like I feel like the theme parks just don't have the magic that they had when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like I went back and I'm like, damn, it's a little dirtier, a little more crowded than I
never was a
remember.
big
It's a
rides
little
guy,
like, yeah.
So like for me, rides places that does make sense, I guess. But like New Orleans is an answer for me, I guess. But that was just because the time I went.
Yeah.
I went during Gay Mardi Gras, so like it wasn't my time to be there.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
It wasn't for me.
If I was unsure going in, I was sure leaving.
He actually secretly had the best time of his life.
Yeah, I mean, I had a great time. It was Dodgeball Nationals, so I had a great time.
You
but
were just mad because
it
you were
just-
showing everybody your boobs and you weren't getting any beads for it.
Yeah, that's true. But no, it was just, like I felt unwelcome. It was.
Yeah.
You
Wait,
know,
you said you were down there for Mardi Gras?
No, it was Gay Mardi Gras.
Oh, I was
When
going to say,
I
you
was
know, Mardi Gras is pretty gay, but it's not
No, no.
specifically for the
No,
gay.
this was like LGBT Mardi Gras.
And I say that it's gay only because there's a lot of glitter involved and there's a lot.
yeah,
everyone's
no.
naked.
Nothing to do with that. It was no. Everyone. This was just dudes being naked.
Yeah.
It didn't like ruin my time, but like Bourbon Street was like, dude, I'm like not even welcome here.
Like everyone just assumed that
Everyone's
you
like,
were a
if you're out-
DTF.
if you're a dude
you know,
out here,
like-
you're gay. And I was
Yeah.
like,
It was like going to a giant open air gay club,
yeah,
essentially. Yeah.
Well, it was like going to a pride parade, which
Yeah,
again
yeah.
can be very fun, but it's not what I'm expecting when I go to Bourbon Street
Yeah.
to like go hang out with all my dodgeball friends.
Yeah.
So like, but again, it was a great time.
Did you see a lot of live music while you were there?
Towards the end of the trip, we found the French Quarter, and I was like, "This is way fucking better."
Yeah, French Quarter's.
It's
well, I mean,
way
Bourbon
cooler.
Street's in the French Quarter, but,
But,
you're
like, we
talking
went to,
about
like-
Frenchman Street.
Yeah,
is what
I
you're talking
guess.
about. Yeah, Frenchman Street.
Again, I don't know.
What's it called? Yeah, I was gonna say like I as long as New Orleans is one of those cities where it's like people hype it up, and if you're going to see like you want to see beautiful views and like go to like a really nice place, New Orleans is not the place to go. Like New Orleans is not a pretty looking city. There's like buildings and stuff that are cool
There's
looking.
some nice architecture, but
yeah,
it's-
like you know, but
that
like
Frenchman Street was cool. I like that a lot. I really enjoyed.
yeah, but what you have to be going there to drink, eat, and see live music. Like
Yeah.
if you're not into those three things, then you shouldn't go.
But towards the end of the trip, we did find that. But originally, because like the dodgeball after party was in Saints and Sinners, I think it's called. It's Channing Tatum's bar. But,
Yeah,
like,
in New Orleans?
yeah.
Oh, he's
It's
from
on Bourbon
Louisiana?
Street. It's on Bourbon Street in
No shit. I didn't know that.
in New Orleans.
It
And
was probably wasn't there when. Well, I mean, I went in 2020. Don't tell
Oh,
anybody, but
Oh yeah, it was totally there. Because I went in like 2016 and it was there.
yeah, there's just
It
really
was
cool
established
bars
in
Bourbon
2012.
City.
I can see on the sign.
I just said Bourbon City
But
in New Orleans.
It's like right in the middle of the main strip, but we were on the second floor. It was cool. It was cool, the place, but it's just I
Wait.
don't do well in like crowds like that.
Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
Is it a male stripper bar, dude? Are you trying to tell us something on this show, man? It's fine. I mean, you can just
No.
come out. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not a male stripper bar.
I'm just assuming, of Magic Mike fame,
Well,
That
I was there
Channing
before
Tatum
Magic
guy.
Mike came out, I believe. I don't know when that came out, but
There's a really cool warehouse you can go to in New Orleans that just has like all of the floats. It's like where they get all the floats ready and they like build the floats for Mardi Gras. And it's the size of like fucking 3 airplane hangars like put together. It's like massive and it's got like 1 million floats in it. And while I was there, we watched like some woman came from like Japan or something to like she was like an expert in paper mache and she was like crafting a giant fucking float of paper mache. It was pretty cool to watch. Like this woman was just like covered in plaster, just like slapping this thing together. Like it was pretty sick. Yeah, you
Okay,
pay
well,
like $5 to get in and you just like do the tour.
no,
of, like,
we because we were playing dodgeball during the day, so it was like only night activities.
yeah, you can't go in during
Because
that.
like Sam wanted to go see the swamps and do the fan boat thing, and we just didn't have time.
Oh, that shit rules. That
yeah,
was
I know.
cool.
I wanted to go too, but Sam was like, "Why can't we do that?" Because we
Yeah.
we can't. We don't have time.
Disappointment, huh? No, I actually really liked I liked San Francisco a lot.
San Francisco. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's like apparently everybody talks about the homeless situation now, but I think the city's
Oh, there's homeless
pretty.
people in
It's
every
like
one of the
definitely like
fucking
a pretty
cities.
and like interesting looking city.
There's homeless people in every one. of the
Yeah, that's what I'm
cities,
saying. Like there's there's like meth heads down the street from my house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's that doesn't. That
Shout
doesn't
outs Shaky Steve.
But no,
I really want another bush, Joe, but I can't reach. Help your boy out. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, wait, what flavor is that?
it's bush peach.
Yeah, bush peach, man. This is
They're the
delicious.
best. They're summer bushes. They're the best. They come out every summer. It's
When do they stop?
like very soon. Oh, there's a candle that smells like them.
Oh, speaking of meth heads, I was telling you earlier on when I pulled my back out at the gym today.
Yeah.
Are you watching Two Cubes? Because you should be on YouTube.
Ow.
Two Cubes podcast.
Ow.
The Two Cubes podcast might be the worst thing you listen today, but that's only if you only listen to one thing today.
That actually
You just won one more reason to follow the Two Cubes podcast.
I wish I could reenact the walk that I had to
right,
do
you're
back
saying
to the
that.
house.
You had to walk home like Vince McMahon.
Yeah, because
moving your back?
the gym's probably like, I don't know, half a mile, 3/4 of a mile, like from my house. So I walked there all the time because it was a nice day. But then I pulled my back out and then I was like, fuck, like I gotta walk home now. I immediately stopped all exercise activities, but I was like, I still gotta get home. And I walked home. It looked like I had a stick up my ass. Like I was walking down the street, and I was like, everybody's probably looking at me thinking I'm on fucking what's that new drug that like is turning people into zombies like out in the Midwest? It's all over the news and shit.
Fentanyl?
Yeah, it probably has fentanyl in it. It's called fucking like crank, not crank or like I forget what it is. Tranq. It's called Tranq. That's it.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I've heard
It's
it.
been like all over the news. But like I was walking so weird. I was like, everybody I passed on the sidewalk was probably, look at this fucking junkie. Look at this weirdo.
This says Tranq.
Yeah, there's really, really creepy. If you click like Tranq effects and then like you put on like a video,
Oh, this
like
is the shit they're doing in
images
like
or
Kensington?
videos
This is
or
the
whatever.
Kensington stuff?
Yeah, it's in Kensington. It's real
Okay.
creepy.
Yeah, and that's where I've heard of it talked about.
Yeah, it's like people stand up, but like their upper half just like melts and they're like fucking like hands and face are like on the floor, but like their fucking like their feet are still going. Like it's real weird,
those
man.
Kensington,
It's pretty scary shit.
Kensington Live and stuff is nuts, dude.
Yeah, what is going on in that town, dude?
Well, it's a
Jeez.
street. It's in Philly, right?
Is it just a street?
I think so.
I thought it was like a town. I thought
No,
it was
it's
like a
an area
neighborhood.
in Philly, I think.
No shit.
I think so. I don't think Kensington. Maybe it is like its own town. I thought it was like an area of Philly.
Well, anyway, next episode on 2 Cubes, we're gonna be doing some Tranq. She's like, I'm just imagining like Jack, are you over there? It's like Jack's just like bent over the fucking.
Yeah, no, it's a neighborhood in Lower East.
Ah, all right.
I thought so.
I didn't realize it was
it's
in
just-
Philly. I
it's
thought it
an
was like
area-
down
yeah,
and
it's an
around
area
the
of
Philly area, but
It's- and it's just all.
yeah, I gotta go
fucking
visit
drugged
my
out.
cousins in Philly, man. What if they're on Tranq? I gotta save them, you know?
There you go. We can make a video of us lassoing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garrett, Courtney, if you're out there listening to this, don't do Tranq, man.
And we're coming to get you.
Tranq is wank.
We've
That's
got
the
vans.
title of the episode.
I have a special set of skills.
What happens when you search worst streets in Kensington, Philadelphia?
I really derailed the podcast by bringing up Tranq, huh? I didn't mean to bring it down.
No, we're okay. Everything's,
You know,
It's
we're
okay.
we're big supporters of wholesome drugs on this show.
yeah.
You know, like alcohol and weed. They've never ruined anyone's life.
No. Kidding? They're what drives America. That's how America became America.
Duncan should really just start selling weed and like.
They probably do in some parts of the country.
What's Duncan's slogan again? It's
America runs on.
Yeah, there you go. America runs on Duncan. There you go.
Yeah, well, America drives on alcohol.
I hate that I've conformed. I'm now calling Dunkin' Donuts just Dunkin'.
Well,
I hate it.
I think they changed their name.
They did officially, but I hate it. I'm like, no, it's Dunkin' fucking Donuts.
Yeah.
You didn't become an international sensation, you know, like, on the name Dunkin'. It's like I remember both of my parents
At least
worked
you're not
for.
doing. At least you're not doing the calling it dunks nonsense.
Yeah, I do know people that call it Dunks. Yeah.
Mostly people from Boston, but
Yeah,
those
oh
guys.
man, they love Dunkin' Donuts up there.
no.
It's crazy. Yeah, I think Dunkin' Donuts
Scott
food.
calls it dunks.
Who does?
Scott. It throws me off every time.
But he's from Florida. That's not allowed down there. They don't even have Dunkin' Donuts down in Florida.
I don't know. He throws me off.
Fucking
He
weirdo.
also hates dunks, but he says dunks.
I think the food at Dunkin' is trash. I think the food
I
at
know it's
Dunkin'
trash.
is
It's
weird.
terrible.
It has some weird flavor to it that I can't put my finger on. It doesn't taste like any other food. There's like some weird
It's MSG. It's
some.
MSG'd all the
Yeah. That's what your dad was saying the other day.
Yeah.
But I think their coffee's good. I think they're putting something in that coffee that like wakes me up and keeps me coming back. I'm not sure what it is, but
caffeine problem.
I'm kidding. But yeah, I think the food is awful.
What are we
but,
doing on our Instagram here? What's
I was
going
just
on?
trying to find a clip because I was
Oh.
surprised I could access it, but see how it asked me to sign in.
Oh, you just have to do it really fast.
Yeah. Or,
Joe-
I mean, it's not going to let me if I go back. Like, if
Okay.
I get it to go, it'll be shorter. But
Every
I
time-
wanted to show some of the captions because some of them are ridiculous.
Oh God, yeah, the AI captions are so great. We really should read
I
some.
wish I could sign. Maybe like,
We'll sign in between
Maybe at the-
episodes, so the next episode we can have them.
Yeah, we'll do a review.
or maybe at the end we could cut. it out.
Top 5 AI captions from our show.
'Cause I'm probably not going to use any of the before stuff. I mean, there is some stuff. I
This
would
last
use.
week, I actually skipped a lot of clips and I didn't post them this week.
It's so good.
Was it because the goddamn camera wasn't showing us?
Some of them were the camera, some of them were I was like, this isn't very funny.
Just our reckless, just racist
Well,
rhetoric that we throw around. Our
but we
fucking.
should-
Well,
like-
some of it was just like us.
That doesn't
it was
happen
like
on
the
the show,
same
people.
clip with like a 15-second. It was just 15 seconds longer.
Yeah, it was like, yeah.
or shorter, and I was
I
like,
get what you're saying.
"This is the same clip I posted for Tuesday," so I'm not doing that again.
I think we should like pin some of the best ones though. Like you could pin them at the top, so it could be like 5 weeks ago, but it was the one that got like the most. You could like
Oh,
pin
yeah,
it
yeah,
at
yeah.
the top, and
I definitely want you wearing the dick helmet.
then yeah, we could definitely. I mean, you guys have access to it, so you could just pin it.
If we could just make Joe in a dick helmet maybe the main logo for the show.
You're literally logged into the Instagram, so you can
I know. I can fuck with
easily do that.
it. I know.
It is very odd with the messages that we get. Cause
Yeah.
I'm always messaging you guys.
Oh, well,
I always send messages to the podcast too because I want to make sure you guys see it. So I send it to the.
I want to be able to pull it up, too.
but like
Maybe we'll do it later.
sometimes I'll just end up in those messages because I don't know how to use Instagram,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, I never had a conversation with Aaron in here. And then it's like, oh yeah, we're going out for dinner. And I'm like, I didn't go to this dinner.
That happened one time. I forgot I was under.
It didn't matter. It was just, I was like, what the hell is going on?
It'd be funny if
And then
Joe
like
showed
random,
up thinking
I'm like,
that
what are
you
all
thought
these
it was-
conversations? I haven't had any of these.
Oh, Joe, just so you know, for some reason, ever since I've gotten onto the Two Cubes Instagram page, when I go to switch, like if I want to go back to my personal account, it'll say like my personal account, Two Cubes, and then Joe TATZ, and it'll just let me log on to your Instagram if I want to. I haven't, but I've been tempted to fuck with you.
You can if you want. I don't have
Just
one.
start messaging people. Really, it says Joe TATZ at the bottom.
It's probably
Like,
my Facebook.
yeah, they're all linked, so that's probably what it is.
Yeah, it's linked to my Facebook. It's not. I don't have an Instagram, so.
Yeah, but I was tempted. I'm like, I'm just gonna start like messaging your dad, like confusing him. I don't know.
He doesn't check his messages.
Really fucking with him. Your dad doesn't check Facebook? He doesn't go on Facebook at all?
He goes on Facebook, but he doesn't really check his messenger much.
All right.
He'll have me do it for him sometimes. He's like, I keep getting messages. I don't know what to do about them. Like, I don't know.
We really have to debut our new game, Guess the Gay Dad. We're gonna have to.
Yeah, we got to get all the pictures to Jack though.
You could do it live now.
No, it's gonna
By
be
the
tough.
time
Yeah,
I
it's
fall
gonna
back,
require a lot of.
It's like 20 pictures. It's
I mean, you could play a quick round.
Just so you know, people, it's in the works. If you are
we'll
interested
just
in
put them up on
playing,
the screen. It'll be a lot easier that way. It'll be fine. We'll put them up full screen when they come up.
if you're interested in playing Guess the Gay Dad, you leave us a comment. You write us an email, something. You let us know.
Send in-
Mike, you're
We'll
not
let
allowed
you
to
play.
play.
You can be a contestant on Guess the
Yeah.
Gay Dad.
Mike, you're not allowed to play.
Lauren, you're not allowed to play. It's my sister.
I know.
Aaron, not allowed to play. Sam, not. We got a lot of exclusions.
Well, yeah, people who know.
What if you guys pick your best one right now and just send it? Just so we get a taste of what it's going to be like.
No, I really
It's
got to.
gonna
We have
ruin
to. I want to craft this. I want it to
Yeah,
really.
we want to do this right. We got it. We'll each have let's say 10 pictures. We'll have to
Yeah,
come up
I
with.
like that. I like that.
Probably
We'll-
10
We'll do
pictures.
like a rapid fire.
And they're people you've seen, like you.
No, it's literally just our dads.
Oh.
It's pictures of my dad and Chris's dad,
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be
and
great.
then you gotta guess which one's gay based on the pictures.
And we're betting it's gonna be way harder than you think it is.
Yeah. Anyway, what are we looking at here on the McClock?
46.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought we were like running out of time. All right,
Yeah, we're killing it right now, Joe. We're
Yeah.
flying.
good. What do you
Oh
think?
man, we haven't had. Dwyer made some comment about my bladder that I want to address. Okay, I hate to, reveal what's behind the curtain on the show, but
You
listen,
know-
Dwyer, I'm talking to you, buddy. All
You
right,
know,
give me a
wasn't
second.
Dwyer,
all right.
right?
Sorry, what?
Wasn't Dwyer?
I thought you said it was Dwyer.
No,
Who was it?
that was Mike
Mike. Listen here. What's-
DeVito.
Really?
Yeah.
He listens to the show? Oh, Mike, thanks for listening to the show. But listen here. I don't mean to show too much behind the curtain, but sometimes we do more than one episode in a night, okay? So I'm sitting here for 2 hours pounding Bush Lights for your entertainment, okay? And sometimes I got to go pee, okay?
It is funny.
But thanks for watching the show.
It's funny for the people who listen on a Monday morning and like all they hear is just a beer crack open or Joe pouring out Svedka. It's like, yeah, this is how you start your week.
Yeah, just drinking a handle of vodka for you guys in an hour.
Yeah. It's a
Coming
very
live on a Monday morning.
It is a great sound though. The sound of just glass
Oh,
clinking
God,
and the
it's
click,
great.
click, 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 click. It's a pretty great sound.
And
I
the
might just
Svedka
be an
bottle,
alcoholic.
Too. The party stopper in there. If you keep it in there, it has it even nice.
Okay, I got my next topic.
Okay.
And this one's gonna be pretty heavy on the Googling.
All right, Google it up.
His name is Hank Johnson. He's a congressman or something like that from North Carolina.
Oh man, you dropped this name before, and I was like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
Okay.
So this guy has.
He looks confused in that picture
he's
on the left.
confused all the time. He has some of the greatest YouTube videos in the world. So he has one where he's in front of like Congress or whatever the hell he's doing.
Where is he from?
North Carolina or South Carolina? One of the
All
Carolinas.
right.
It should tell us over here on the side.
A lot of people moving there right now. Hank, you better get it together, man.
He's got one. Just type in Guam for videos. He has
it
one,
just came out. Yeah, it's like
he has one where he's asking if Guam would capsize if we send 100,000 soldiers there.
An island would capsize.
Well, and it's like he's asking like this like naval general or something, whoever the hell the guy is, and the guy is sitting there and has to answer these questions with a straight face, and he like keeps like looking over at the like whoever the judge is. At the situation is like,
Is this new? This is like recent.
No. This was in 2010, I guess.
Okay, all right.
But he's still a congressman. But this guy still gets voted in.
Man.
The next thing he says, the general goes, "Well, it won't capsize." Hank Johnson goes, "Well, maybe that's something we should look into."
And that's all I have to say.
It's amazing. He's got all kinds of crazy shit.
Anyway, anybody got any zigzags or raws around here? The fuck?
I love Anderson Cooper trying to keep up with it as he goes. 12. Okay, no, cross that out.
Did you notice that weird graphic when he touched it and then a bullet hole appeared on
I think it was the green screen. I think that was
so weird. I was like, was the last story about 50 Cent or something? What the fuck?
Hank Johnson said he feared Guam would capsize. Anyway,
I don't know how I've never seen that. That's so great.
He's got a bunch of wild videos, like same thing, where it's just like, dude, what do you talk? What's the question?
I know what's going on with that guy.
I wonder if your sister's seen this. I bet you she
Oh, she
has.
has,
But, she would get such a kick out of it.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. It's amazing. And he still gets voted in every
That's-
whatever
it's
2 or 4
bananas.
years.
Bananas.
He's been there for like 20 years.
That's so nuts. There needs to be some kind of ceiling.
He definitely drinks those Rome drinks. he has a 6-pack.
12 milligrams.
He just I don't know what the hell.
He's so like cool with the way he asks though. It sounds like he's asking a really good question, and then
hey, do you happen to know the square mileage of Guam? Like, okay, that sounds like a fair
he
question.
seems so like he's really
He's like-
contemplating. He's really thought about this. Like,
But
now at its
have we looked at
widest-
if it would fall over?
Yeah.
Like, what? No, what?
That's fucking amazing. I love
And he's
it.
like, what if we bring
I
too
love
many
this
forces
country.
at the
God
same-
bless
What
America.
if we bring too many forces at the same time? He's like, no, it's an island. It's just Earth. It's not gonna capsize.
Oh man,
Yeah, it's fantastic.
what are they doing down there in Guam? Isn't it just like a big military base?
I think so. I mean, now
I actually know people
Hank
who have
Johnson
been to
wasn't able
Guam.
to protect it.
I think my friend's
He's been a
I think my
representative
friend's
since
father lives in
2007,
Guam or
dude.
used to live in Guam. I forget. Yeah, that's bananas, man.
Unbelievable.
I hope he was just having an off day. You
No,
know?
he's got other.
Just for the sake of the people. And
He's got other wild quotes.
heck,
I don't remember them specifically. The Guam one sticks out in my heart because it's the
it
most.
sticks out of my heart.
Yeah, I think about it constantly. Like that thing on TikTok where people were asking about. Yeah, they're not all. You could probably just type in Hank Johnson like wild quotes because they're not all about Guam. He does other stuff too.
He talks about other things, other islands. Yeah, what's his take on I don't know, Hawaii?
I would love if I could talk to Hank Johnson.
We could write him an email right now.
That would be amazing if we can get him in studio one day. We need a congressional amendment to the legislature.
Let's draft Hank
The
Johnson an
so-called
email.
free speech rights of corporations.
Let's draft Hank Johnson a respectable email asking him to call into the podcast. We have a line of questioning for him about geography.
Yeah, we would like to find out how many people can fit on.
We would like to understand the
How many people
tectonic
in New
plate
York City?
situation in North
How
Carolina
many people
or
can
South
stand
Carolina.
in New York City before it flips? Can we make New York City do a kickflip? If everyone runs to one end and jumps, we'll do something.
That would be a fun experiment. It would be.
You guys remember when somebody tried to start a thing in Florida on Facebook, and it started a big thing? It was everyone shoot their guns in the same direction to try and get rid of the hurricane at like the same time, and it got like 1 million people to follow it once. I don't think they ever shot, but it was after Trump tried to nuke a hurricane.
Why is he looking up the political leanings of Cuba?
I had it up earlier when you were talking.
It's true. Yes, most Cubans that come to the United States are Republican.
Yeah, we wait. Yeah, there you go. Florida sheriff warns residents not to shoot at Hurricane Irma.
Like, I thought he was giving a finger to the hurricane. He's got a gun in his hand.
Yeah, there was another one where they were all putting their fans in the same direction. Florida's a fun place, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm just giving you guys a bunch of news from the 2010s.
I feel like Florida is like a cousin or a sister or brother state to New Jersey, because I feel like
they're all from here, yeah.
I feel like like so many people from this area, like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, move down to Florida and vice versa, like move up here. But I mean, just in terms of like states that are made fun of in the country, like I feel like New Jersey gets a lot of heat. Florida gets a lot of heat. Recently, Ohio's been getting made fun of a lot. But I think it mostly
Ohio takes a lot of flack for just the whole Midwest.
Yeah. Everybody just kind of like, in a nutshell, like Ohio is the Midwest. Like, everybody puts it on them. I think New Jersey and Florida are probably the most mocked states.
Oregon's taken a lot of heat recently.
Yeah, I guess so.
With the Portland stuff, they take a lot of shit. But for the most part,
So I feel a kinship with
the Jersey Shore thing
Florida.
really fucked us for a while.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It frustrated me because only one of those motherfuckers was actually from New Jersey. But
and I never even got on. Bullshit.
Yeah, that is bullshit. You should have been on that show.
Yeah, I wasn't old enough. But
I think my favorite part of the Jersey Shore, and there were a lot. I only ever watched the first season because it was so ridiculous, and it took the world by storm. All my friends were watching it, but I just loved that Paulie D would always refer to Snooki as Snickers. That always really made me laugh. He'd be like, and then Snickers comes in.
Snooki's from fucking Chile. So that
What?
says.
She's from Chile?
That's what
Shut
it
the
says.
fuck
so
up.
much for that to be changed.
That's so funny.
I mean, that's her place of birth.
Yeah, it's probably like where her parents are from, but I bet you
Well,
she's
it says
not
place
really.
of birth. She probably. Was
Oh,
born
okay,
there
all
and
right. Yeah,
then
she was born there, but then moved here when she
moved
was like
here,
fucking
yeah,
4 or something.
but
Yeah.
Still. Crazy.
What a weird. Oh man. Cabs a hap. Oh,
Born
there's
in
so many.
Chile and then adopted, 6 months old.
$150,000 per
Italian-Americans.
episode. Holy Christ. Oh, by the last season. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way they were paying them that
I
right
think
out
in the
right
first
from
seasons
Jump
they were
Street.
like getting paid to work at that.
It was
That's right. They
basically-
had to work too. They gave him a job, right?
I think they
forgot
had to
about
work at
that.
that store.
Free.
Like that's how they got paid.
It was basically for free. Then the second season, they actually got money behind it, and like they paid him. That's why, like,
Well, and they stopped having to work in a fucking t-shirt
yeah,
store.
well, they never even fucking showed up sometimes.
Well, yeah, of course not. They were getting filmed at night to get rocked, and then they were like, "You didn't show up at your t-shirt job, asshole."
Yeah, like you need 6 people to run the fucking t-shirt spot. You know what I mean? Like you can run it with one person, bro.
Yeah, we're the only place that's not run by 100% Bulgarians.
Man, It's been a while since I've been to Seaside, man. Good old Sleeside.
I fucking love it.
I do too. Everyone like always. Everyone. I mean, it definitely deserves to be made fun of. Like,
Oh,
no
of course.
doubt.
And now I think it's cleaned up and all family shit.
Yeah, but I remember like when I was like a teenager, like in my
it's the
20s and stuff, I'd be like, let's go to Seaside. And everybody would be like, oh no, Seaside's gross. I'm
Oh,
like,
it's gross and
I'm like,
dirty.
sure,
Like,
it's
yeah, it's
definitely
supposed to
gross.
be.
But I'm like, that's where things are actually happening. You know what I
it's
mean?
the
Like, there's like a
best.
lot of people. There's different, there's a million restaurants and bars and bands.
And yeah,
and
of course
fucking-
you could get stabbed. That's the best part. That was like, what's the appeal to go to somewhere you're not gonna potentially get in trouble?
Yeah, exactly.
That's Sam's.
I wish I
dad-
knew you as a young man, Joe.
Sam's dad's argument is always like, well, Wildwood's clean and always hand like this.
Yeah, but everything closes at
fucking want
9.
anything clean.
Yeah, everything closes at 9. The age demographic is either
Yeah,
like
105
5 years old
or 6.
or like 50 and tired and like just yeah.
If I wanted to find the apparently kid, that's where to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was looking for other 16-year-olds that were trying to smash someone's head in or fucking go drink until they were going to die in the closet.
Yeah, gonna go skinny dipping or drink a flask under the boardwalk.
I was
or,
looking for police that were like, I'm looking for felonies. And that's it.
Pick a fight with a cab driver outside of Hemingway's or something.
Yeah, I was not like, you guys want to go have like an all right day down the shore? It was, hey, you guys want to go see how much alcohol we can get away with drinking on a beach?
Yeah, you could go to the beach during the day and read your book and get a tan and go for a nice relaxing swim, and then at night
Or you can
smoke rocks under the.
or you can pass out on a picnic table and by nightfall.
You stay at the most disgusting, decrepit motel you've ever stayed in your life, with furniture from 1972 in it, and you pay $200 a night for it, and then you go
and
out.
You pack 28 people into it. You forge someone's signature. You go in there. You ruin the place.
Yeah,
And
I don't know.
You try and drown somebody.
Yeah. Did you ever have? How old are you now? You're 33.
I'm 32.
32. Have you had friends like when they were like 28 being like, nah, man, I'm too old to be going out to bars and drinking and stuff. And I'm like, you are single. You have no kids. Where the fuck else are you going to go? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, dude, come on.
Well,
Get out.
That drove me crazy. I remember being like 26, 27, and I'd have friends that were like, nah, man, I'm too old to be drinking at bars. I'm like,
I had
Dude.
friends that were doing that at 21.
if you're
Yeah, I
too
did
old,
that.
you better go over to the American Legion and tell these fucking 75-year-old dudes.
I
they-
was sober for like a year, for like 21 or 22.
Yeah,
And everyone's like, dude, this is the worst time for you to be doing this.
Yeah, it's like,
and
can
I
you
was,
wait a couple years? Just like,
and I'm like 5 years older than him. So he was like, no, I'm too old to be doing that. I was like, you literally just became old enough to drink, like at the bar.
yeah.
He was like, nah, I'm
You
good,
are-
dude.
But I would
You
sneak
are
in
spitting in my
sometimes.
face right now, Jack.
I was going since 19. So
Yeah,
it was
and
like,
it was
Yeah.
like, yeah, but he was like, no, I'm too
okay,
old.
so 2 years.
Yeah, he was like, I'm
Yeah,
too
a
old
year
to
and
be
a
doing
half.
that. Fuck that shit.
well, when you're the guy who's not really supposed to be there drinking, and then you're like getting fucking, because you're not going to go up and buy drinks all night. You're just going to have people slip you a
You
drink
felt
here and
like
there.
you felt like a weight. You felt like a
Suck them down.
you're bringing everybody down.
Nah, I would have a great time, but I would never go buy drinks. And then I get to be like 21, 22, and I'm like, oh, dude, this is crazy.
Jack, what is this? Is your personal music that you've pulled
Yeah, I
up
was
here?
gonna ride us out on it. When,
Ooh,
cool.
we're gonna exit the show with a Jack Patrick exclusive. I like this. Where'd you get this illustration, Jack?
can't tell my sources.
Okay.
I have a couple questions about this illustration. So we have a standing robot in the background, well, an alien in the background, but he appears to be more robotic, his body anyway.
The right
And then we
guys
have
are
one
robotic.
alien with antenna, and the rest do not. And then there's a human
Well,
on
he's
the upper
robotic.
left.
I think he's a robot.
There's 3 different types of
Okay, I see. I didn't know that. I like this little lo-fi hip-hop beat. Kind of looks like Jack on the upper left if he was on Tranq.
My God, these guys were talking about nothing. Jesus.
You know, next week we're going to talk about New Jersey diners. Because I know you guys have a lot to say about that.
We're going to rate diners and put up gay dads.
Yeah, diners, gay dads, and we're going to try Tranq finally.
Diners, dads, and donuts.
Goodbye, everybody. I like that track.
Have you been bored looking for someone to take care of your thoughts? Just listen to the Two Cubes podcast, and we will drive you through your day anyway. You are not following my podcast, you bitch. You should like and subscribe, no matter who you are. Tell me why you don't follow my podcast. Tell me why you don't know how to even listen to this. Tell me why you make that girl's pussy dry. It's because you don't like and subscribe the podcast.
You were so sweaty right now.
Sweating like a motherfucker, man.
We could use this to reveal Jack as the guy who's on the other side of the casting couch videos, and put the casting couch behind Jack.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, Jack, just put the casting couch behind you. I like that idea.
In Jack's spare time, he's
Who
got a
was the,
modeling agency.
Yeah, who was the big black dude that went like viral with the giant dick that
Wood?
died recently?
Wood?
Wood, yeah. Just put Wood, that picture of Wood right behind. Looks like he's peeking over Jack's shoulder the whole time.
Dude, it'd be funny if I had like a little green screen in front of me and I could like
Joe,
open
can
the curtain.
Joe, can you tell me anything that we're going to talk about? Like maybe I can be prepared a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. See what these are. I got this note. Made by Chris.
Yeah, can you pick that notebook up in the episode and we just won't mention that there's a big dick drawn on the back of it?
Flavor ice cream. What animal? Take over. Did we do what animal would be worse to take over the world?
Yes, we did. We said flies or bugs of some type.
Okay.
And then I said male mockingbirds because they're really annoying.
That's when we started talking about mockingbirds. All right. What was the worst advice you ever got? Might have done that already.
Yeah, I think we did do that. I don't remember what I said.
What's the
but
spiciest food you've had?
I think that would be the chip that we ate.
I think it would be the chip too, but like I don't know if that counts as a spicy food.
Court, what do you mean? You eat it? You
Yeah, but
swallow
that was
it?
like as a challenge.
True.
Like that was like purposely supposed to just.
And
suck.
let's move on. I don't. You got something better on there.
How do you discover new music? I know we did that. What is the most comfortable piece of clothes you own? What's the best birthday gift you've gotten? If you were going to write a book, would it be fiction or nonfiction? Who was the best teacher you've had? What's the most overhyped place you've traveled to? What do you think is going to change the most in the next 10 years? What app do you think was the best at its release?
App? I
When
don't
it
know.
came out, what app do you really think like changed the world?
Uber's pretty great.
Do you think you have delusions of grandeur?
No, I have delusions of mediocrity.
Do you have nightmares?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you led a country, what country would you want to lead?
Okay.
Hank Johnson.
It just says Hank Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good note. Uh, Are you aware of who Hank Johnson is?
I know Hank Aaron.
No. Hank
What?
Johnson is
Where's my phone? I know
Is-
I brought it down here.
the complete opposite of Hank Aaron.
Come on. Where's my phone?
Although they are both black.
Fuck. My phone, dude.
I don't know. You've asked that a few times.
I really don't want to get up.
In your pocket there? No.
No, it's
your
my
wallet.
wallet.
Who does right pocket wallet? That's a fucking move.
I don't like to get pickpocketed, man.
So your left pocket's more pocketable?
Not supposed to.
Yeah, but your left pocket.
Why left?
Because you don't need it as often. Your phone can go in your right pocket.
You're just not. You're a penny pincher, huh? You're not using that wallet.
I use my phone more than my wallet. That's a fact.
Ugh, that's true. That is probably true.
Is it better to win your fantasy football league or get your girlfriend to say you were right?
Oh man, that's tough. I mean, Aaron's pretty cool. Aaron will admit when I'm right about stuff. But I've definitely had girlfriends in the past that would rather die than ever say I was right about something.
First call you make to tell a story better. Like, who do you think is a better storyteller than you?
Oh man,
Number 7.
I think I'm pretty damn good at telling a story.
I know. That's why I'm wondering who you think is better.
Um,
Who do you think the most dangerous person? Who do you think the most dangerous person in history is? Unarmed.
unarmed.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know. Fucking Mike Tyson. Maybe somebody bigger than Mike Tyson.
That's the thing is you got to
but
take
as
size,
competent.
you got to take speed, you got to take, training, all that stuff into effect. Willingness. See, Tyson has a lot of that stuff you need. But then if Tyson
And
goes
then you
up
gotta
against,
also factor in crazy.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right. There you go. Now now that you've got the juices flowing a little bit.
Number 1 girl hobby.
like what's the most feminine hobby? Like
Yeah.
or you mean like the most prevalent? Like you see it like the most.
Well, I was listening to a podcast that made me think of this. They were like, girls just don't have hobbies. And then I was like, they kind of don't. But, like, some do. Some knit and stuff. Like, knitting is
Yeah, I mean, your
it's a
sister
girl
likes to
hobby.
draw. She's playing piano. She's learning how to play guitar.
That's true.
She's got some hobbies. Sam likes to ruin people's lives. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Am I talking too much shit about Sam? You can tell me.
No, Sam likes my hobbies. She just eats
Yeah.
off of mine.
So like dodgeball.
Yeah, dodgeball,
All right.
kickball, pretty much all my hobbies. She just, my friend groups, she just kind of
Yeah.
envelops. But yeah, no, she doesn't. I don't know what the hell she would do if she didn't have a boyfriend. She just wouldn't have a hobby, I think.
Wonder what she would do if she didn't have a kid or a boyfriend. What would she do?
Oh my god, nothing. She'd, I don't know, stare blankly at a wall.
Girls do read a lot.
Yeah, I wonder if less girls are dyslexic.
I know less girls are colorblind.
I know that.
Less girls have autism.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it's something crazy. It's like 80% of people with autism are male. I mean, there's definitely girls with autism, but they're
What was it? Women have what?
Autism. Yeah, look at that. Is it, what's it say, 2 to 1? No. Ratio.
Ranges from
3
2
to
to 1
1.
to 16 to
Okay,
1.
so like 75% of men or people with autism are men or male.
Well, that says 2 to 1, 216 to 1 is the range. Most up to date is 3 to 1 for an estimate. But
That sounds about right to me.
16 to 1's insane.
The vast majority of the kids in my school are boys.